Yeah, I guess maybe 2 weeks ago, hopefully, was an anomaly. Because, hey, internet's looking pretty internet. Let us see here. Now, I often call the video game Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege the home improvement simulator. And I do still believe that to be true. But actual home improvement is occurring just outside my bedroom door, so hope I continue to have power for the entirety of the stream, who could say? Let's see here. No, I think I'm gonna go Entrapta on the blue side. I don't think I've actually seen her yet. Hey, how's it going? Appreciate you dropping in. Let's see here. Okada, Misaki, I think this is, let's see. Oh, it's one of the older Stardom edits. I think I'm gonna go Lord Steven Regal. Let me see here. Okay, that's World of Sport era Steve Regal. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm gonna hit this button. And, yeah, we are in the wrestling zone. I need to do the social media thing, tell people what is going on here. How you doing, man? It's been a minute or two. Also, do have news for you. You are in tonight's main event. Which is not to say you got to stick around for the whole show, but the competition for Josh's heavyweight championship is only getting more intense. Ah, okay. Yes, that is... I was attempting to do that, but then you got a Beyonce ad. Did say that, yeah, if you do end up sticking around for the whole show tonight, you are in tonight's main event. Let's see here. But, yeah, appreciate you dropping in. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty happy whenever anybody comes to watch my wrestling program. You are taking on Sterling, Terrell, and Dick Boss in a first fall to the finish contest. Because all four of you have been on win streaks, and we need to figure out, hey, who's going to be challenging Josh for his championship. All right, that's what's up. It is. Like, Sterling bodied Orlando last week, which is why he is not in that lineup. But, yeah, that is 4 names that Josh is going to have a lot of problems with. I do like making these Twitter posts about my stream, because it does really feel like I'm doing a TV guide listing. And I think that's rad, personally. But, alright, I can now turn off Twitter, Facebook. I can actually pay attention to the wrestling going on. But I mean, right now we're just hanging out. It's the bonus match. While people begin to file into Blake's House Arena. I mean, that is the trouble, right? I don't have social media integrated on my Twitch by default. Which means, you know, I have to manually type out on the other shit that I use. Hey, a stream's happening. I do like this Entrapta edit. Like, yeah, I still do not have Streamlabs period set up, which is probably a thing that I should do. I talk to Eric about this semi-often as like, hey, there's a million little things I could do to improve production on my stream, and it is mostly a matter of like actually doing it. And that is, being totally honest, like, I am mostly too lazy to actually do it, more often than not. And Entrapta's gonna tap out Steven Regal. That variation of the Northern Light suplex. Kind of interesting. Ripcord knee strike from Entrapta. You know what? I will definitely take you up on that. And honestly, we need an excuse to get together and hang out anyway, because we have definitely got some writing to do. Steven Regal and Entrapta are fucking going for it. Well, shout outs to Steven Regal. Like, I don't know if you could call him underappreciated, because like especially in the early and middle 2000s, he was just a beloved mid-carder. Although I think that could count as underappreciated, because I don't really think he ever got a time at the top. But by all accounts, relatively good dude too. At least as far as I'm aware. He is a pro wrestler, so that might be a lie. But, yeah. But, I do gotta say, I always love it when the pre-show match respects my time as a broadcaster and does wrap things up before 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You know, they're not going into business for themselves, and you know, like, trying to put on a 60-minute classic. Now they're going to go the 15 minutes I've given them, and that's going to give people time to file into Blake's House Arena. And, of course, you know what that means. As people begin to show up in Blake's House Arena, everybody get on your feet, make some noise for another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Welcome, Blake's House Wrestling fans, to another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. If you have been tuned in for the last several months, you have witnessed the domination that Team Lake Mary has put upon the Blake's House Wrestling locker room. Of course, with Josh Kaiser, the Blake's House Wrestling heavyweight champion, sitting alone at the top of the mountain. But 4 names have emerged with a strong case for a shot at Josh's title. Terrell Benjamin, Sterling Thomas, Mag.Lo, and Dick Boss, all 4 with momentum on their side. Sterling, of course, the previous Blake's House Wrestling champion. He believes he got screwed out of Blake's House Wrestling Gold. Terrell Benjamin, of course, former Blake's House champion as well. So is Mag.Lo. It is a absolutely stacked roster looking for a shot at the gold. But Dick Boss, a relatively new name, but a man that has been an absolute force of nature. That diving senton, crushing ribs and backs all across Blake's House Wrestling. He has stacked up a pile of bodies and earned himself a shot in tonight's main event. Officially, this match will not crown a number 1 contender, but it will certainly get us much, much closer to figuring out who is going to be vying for Josh's title. Of course, that is not all that we've been seeing in the last several months. The tag team circuit has been just completely wide open. Nick's Wrestling Organization dominating the tag team division, holding both Blake's House Wrestling Gold and the Judgment Professional Wrestling Chop Shop tag team titles. Just last week, the Pearlman brothers besting Yuri and Sarah, a team that had been rising up in the ranks in an almost meteoric fashion. The wily veterans just giving them a shot back to reality as the Pearlman brothers get one step closer to challenging for Blake's House Wrestling Tag Team Gold. But that is not the only team that has been making noise in recent weeks. The Goodwin brothers taking on Rip Studley and Jim Jack. Just last week, Studley and Jim Jack surprising the longtime tag team veterans, the Goodwin brothers, and punching their ticket into that tag team division. Well, tonight we are going to see the Pearlman brothers alongside Rip Studley and Jim Jack take on both the Blake's House Wrestling Tag Team Champions and the Chop Shop Tag Team Champions in an 8-man tag. And this would be an excellent opportunity for either of these teams to get a pinfall victory on one of the champions. Of course, that is not all we have seen. Patrick Christopher, a competitor that has shocked the world twice over, besting I'm a Bear last week. It was an absolute coup when he bested the Gatekeeper. It is an absolute coup when he had bested I'm a Bear. We are seeing big things from this competitor, and we will be seeing big things from him far into the future. But let us keep going into what we're going to be seeing on tonight's program. Of course, we have already laid out the main event. Sterling, Terrell, Mag.Lo, Dick Boss, fatal 4-way action, and that means Terrell and Mag.Lo unable to compete in the Open Challenge, and that means Mag.Lo's close personal friend COLBY going to be holding down the fort, protecting that 20x20 from any and all comers. Of course, that is quite a ways down the road, as let's take a look at the opening match on tonight's program. We have got Shenjo and Blake of the Dark Hour unit taking on the Sinners. Both of these teams, especially in recent memory, struggling to pick up consistent wins. And with the tag team division so very wide open, either one of them getting a win tonight would be huge. But let's not waste any more of your time. Let's figure out exactly who is going to come out on top. Will it be the Dark Hour unit? Will it be the Sinners? Well, let's find out right now. And Shenjo making their way to the ring. Shenjo, just a monstrous competitor. This man is all power, but Blake, just a supreme athlete with extraordinarily educated feet. Well, he's going to have to put those to good use, and put those to use extremely carefully against the Sinners. Both of them catch as catch-can specialists. If you leave a limb outstretched, they will try to tear it off. Now, both the Sinners making their way to the ring and letting the Dark Hour know exactly what they think of this matchup. Right now, Jameson starting things off against Shenjo, and it is a tale as old as time. Power going head-to-head with technique, but that patented Mixed Wrestling Organization tag team wrestling style cannot be overlooked here either. And as I said, Sinners immediately grabbing a hold, trying to cut down the tree that is Shenjo. But a clubbing blow to the back reverses course. And that is exactly what we're going to be seeing from these two individuals. Big brainbuster into the center. Shenjo just swinging for the fences, and Jameson's answering back, just raking the face, trying to create a little bit of space for himself. And hold on just a moment here. Big double powerbomb, and Blake just a bit of a cocky cover, but getting a count of 2 in the opening couple moments of this match, and that is going to send James Sins to his corner. It is possible that the Sinners have underestimated their opponents. As I said, both of these teams having difficulty picking up consistent wins in recent weeks. But that is such a dangerous proposition. Giving your opponent some space like that, and James Sins made to pay for it. Dean Sins answering back and going right back to that Sinner-style patented offense. Just targeting limbs, and oh my god, colossal leg lariat in the opening moments of this match. But Blake now trying to bring things back to that blue Gatorade corner, trying to keep Dean Sins away from his tag team partner, and that is so very crucial to be a successful tag team wrestler. And Blake going back to his own corner, and here comes the mountain of a man that is Shenjo, but unable to cut off Dean Sins, and now a fresh man once again in the ring. And rolling through, big knee bar, but Shenjo grabbing that bottom rope, getting himself out of harm's way, at least for the moment. James Sins just trying to keep up the pressure, trying to cut that ring in half. You can just create a vertical line from that bottom turnbuckle to the top turnbuckle on your screen. Neither side wants their opponents to be able to cross that line. The Sinners usually tremendously effective at that, but right now, this Dark Hour unit is managing to keep the fight on their corner of the ring. They are controlling this fight so very effectively, and if they can keep that up, that will be a big difference maker in this match. Another thumb to the eye, and that's going to create some space to get back to his own corner, and he is able to do so. And here comes a fresh Dean Sins. Blake unbothered by these 2-on-1 odds, throwing those educated feet around, 2 kicks to the gut, but a double axe handle will drop him on the mat. Again, thumb to the eye and a headbutt as well. Harada going to let them fight. Blake firing Sins into the corner, and hold on just a moment here. Split-legged moonsault cover. No, only getting 1. Dean Sins indicating that early 2 count was just a fluke, and is interested in just continuing that offensive pressure to this Dark Hour unit. Blake able to get to his own corner, but Dean Sins still keeping up that offensive effort on Shenjo, but Shenjo firing back a massive headbutt, and now just grinding away at the knees of Dean Sins, and James Sins answering back, going after the knees, going after the hips of Shenjo. And again, Harada, relatively lax, going to let these two teams fight more often than not. James Sins now just has those legs trapped. Blake barely able to power out of that hold. Big spine buster, and Blake now going high risk. A colossal frog splash in honor of his Uncle Eddie, cover 2, and only gets 2. And hold on, big face buster from Dean Sins. That's going to create an opportunity for his brother, but Blake just fighting his way back to his feet. Step up, Insagiri will make contact, and Blake now flashing elbow right to the upper back. You can see him targeting the shoulder there, but James Sins answering back, just trying to slow Blake down, and that is going to be so critical. As I said, Blake, just a spectacularly gifted athlete. You can do anything you can to slow him down. That is going to increase your chance of winning so severely, but Blake, again, just delivering a series of strikes as Shenjo, massive elbow off the top, but Sins not even the legal man. His brother Dean, hold on, that patented elbow drop, cover 2, but only getting 2 once again. And the 2-on-1 situation, this time for the moment at least too much for Shenjo, but Shenjo answering back. The Emerald Flosion, Shades of the Emerald Myth, Mitsuharu Misawa, and oh my god, what the hell do they have planned here? Dive kick, oh my god. Shenjo directing traffic, calling the plays, and creating opportunity for his team. Big reverse DDT, Blake in a strong position here. But again, Dean Sins trying to bring this fight back into his own corner, trying to do what this mixed wrestling organization teams have been taught to do. And again, picking apart the arms, just whatever limb might be outstretched, he wants to tear that off. But Blake continuing to battle back, continuing to fight against these 2-on-1 situations. And Blake, hold on just a moment here, crushing the stomach of Sins, and now he's going back into his own corner. James Sins out on his feet. And Shenjo having nothing to do with that, shutting down that headlock there, but a series of strikes, series of thumbs to the eye. Going for that big knee strike, but Shenjo rolling out of the way, and oh my god. He's got his chance, he's doing his dance, and he has taken. James Sins to the Space Jam, goes for the cover, but no. Unable to pick up the win as Dean Sins making the save at a critical moment. Both of these teams giving it their absolute all, but right now Shenjo and Blake just a little bit more well-organized, a little bit more well-prepared. And that could be some of the, oh my god, big lung blower. Blake can get to his feet first. If he can make the cover, that could be it. Goes for it here, 1, 2. But no, not quite enough as Shenjo flattens James Sins with a screwdriver. But a shooting star cover 2. Blake able to get a shoulder off the mat, and this match, it will continue. And massive enziguri, but Sins answering back, big wheel kick, and Sins the last man standing in that exchange, but Blake, he's got the answer, giving the Sinners a taste of their own medicine, delivering that arm breaker there, but hold on, spinning backbreaker, and Blake in control. Lift and drop, spinebuster, center of the ring. And Blake showcasing that superior athletic ability, showing just how much more he has got in him. Shenjo going up, and once again another screwdriver, but Shenjo, this match has taken so much out of him. Unable to get and make the cover, and that could be the difference maker. The Sinners experts at wearing down their opponents, and that is precisely what they have done to Shenjo up to this point in the match. Firing James Sins in the corner, and a tight power slam. That could be the answer, but no. Dean Sins able to make the save at a critical moment, and the teamwork on display of Nick's Wrestling Organization, nothing short of spectacular, as Dean Sins makes that save, keeps his team in the match. As I said, the stakes, despite being tonight's opening contest, still extraordinarily high. I said that tag team division is still wide open. Anyone could find themselves in a championship opportunity, and another lung blower from Blake. Possibly going for the cover here, and he does. Showcasing again some of that arrogant swagger that he is so well known for, and that could cost him as James Sins applying that illegal chokehold, but Harada again going to let these two teams fight it out. Fisherman suplex into the center, and a shooting star cover 2, and this time it is Shenjo crossing the desert to make that crucial save, protecting his partner. And hold on, cover once again, 2 and 3 count fall. The Sinners picking up the victory. This team, so very well coordinated, managed to keep those 2-on-1 situations going. Blake able to fight his way out of a great many of them, but eventually the numbers game came into play one too many times, and you could see James Sins getting across the ring, cutting off Shenjo, making him unable to break up that pin attempt, and that was the difference maker. The Sinners have been tagging together for quite a while, and their experience is showing. Let's see here. Also, for the people hanging out in the stream, how was the video quality for that match? Because OBS was telling me I was dropping some frames during that match. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Certainly not as bad as 2 weeks ago. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Let's see. Yeah, that shit was unwatchable. I was dropping over 2/3 of my frames. Okay. Um, I'm gonna keep the show rolling. Hopefully, the internet continues to cooperate. As I mentioned at the top of the program, um, my roommates are playing Rainbow Six Siege in real life. They're doing some very real home improvements. So it is entirely possible this show will go off air without warning. Uh, Unlikely, but not impossible. Let us see here. Yeah. Let's see. Also, pretty sure I fixed Nightbot, but, you know, now's a good time as any to find out. Ah, cool. We did, in fact, fix Nightbot. But, yeah, the very same Mag.Lo that has done basically all the original music for the stream and the crowd chants. He's on Twitch. You should check out his stuff. Occasionally playing Overwatch, occasionally doing some mixes on Twitch. Can confirm he does good work. But let us go ahead and keep this show rolling here. As Eric Alpizar getting his shot against Team Lake Mary last week, trying to punch his ticket into that heavyweight championship picture, but unable to break through. Both Alpizar and Vadala kind of find themselves stranded at the bottom middle of the card. Neither man really able to find their footing in the singles division. And just like the previous match, both of these men see tonight's contest as an opportunity to move up in those singles ranks. Of course, Nick Vadala, the man with all the stroke in that Knicks Wrestling Organization. But in Blake's House Wrestling, in the BHW heavyweight division, Vadala has got to earn his shot just the same as anybody else. And getting through Alpizar would be a tremendous opportunity in order to do so. Of course, this rivalry going back over 10 years. From the days of game nights all the way into 2021. Nick Vadala, Eric Alpizar, one-on-one. It's next. If we talk strictly about momentum, Vadala has got a little bit more on his side, most recently coming off a win against Cindy just a couple of weeks ago, whereas Alpizar unable to pick up the victory against Brandon, but as they say, winning is the ultimate deodorant. If he could pick up a win on Vadala tonight, hey, that losing streak, evaporates in a single match. Of course, Alpizar, an elite striker, but Nick Vadala, more of a traditional wrestler. You're going to be seeing a lot of technical holds. You're going to be seeing, oh, clip to the back of the head. And that is the striking ability that had won Hiraga that Shoot Division Championship. The first ever in Blake's House history. Goes for the mount tackle and right into that Kimura hold. Vadala able to escape the pressure. Of course, you can see Eric's wife Linda at ringside. And having someone in your corner is just such a tremendous difference maker as Alpizar just delivers punishment to the stomach, to the side of the head of Vadala. Vadala swinging for the fences, but unable to make contact. The head movement, the body movement of Alpizar just a little bit too quick for Vadala to pin down. So Vadala changing his strategy a little bit, trying to slow him down. And big deadlift German suplex will lay Alpizar onto the mat, but Alpizar fighting his way out of that orange Gatorade corner. As both of these men trading blows here. What's the striking ability of Alpizar? Nothing short of legendary, but so far Vadala trying to stay away from those fatal blows, and because of that, Alpizar changing his tactics a little bit, going for arm drag after arm drag. And Vadala fighting his way back to his feet and goes for a cover early, posing for that Blake's House Wrestling audience. But taking your eyes off your opponent, so very dangerous as a Tornad kick collides with the forehead of Nick Vadala. And you can see again Alpizar just getting his hands up at a critical moment, denying the striking opportunities from Vadala. But Vadala continuing to get into a fist fight with Eric Alpizar, and that is so very dangerous. But 1, 2, 3 European uppercuts right to the jaw will put Alpizar on the mat all the same. And hold on, possibly going for that Tiger Driver. No, it is denied. And low roundhouse taking the legs out from underneath the legs of Vadala, and that Tiger Driver could have been the equalizer. Double arm DDT will connect, however, and both men down on the mat. Alpizar working over the arms and the shoulders, the head, just anything he can get his hands on, he is looking to destroy. And that is the ferocity that won him that Mixed Martial Arts Division Championship in that inaugural tournament. But look at Nick Vadala standing tall in that 1-2 combination. Striking ability of Alpizar so tremendous, and Vadala just marching right through it, but Vadala out on his feet, barely able to protect himself. Mount tackle once again, but Vadala reversing. And right into that scissor sleeper hold. And this is where Vadala is going to make headway in this contest. He can out-grapple Alpizar, but so far Alpizar has just not given him an opportunity. And once again, another low roundhouse. The legs being taken out from underneath the legs of Vadala. And hold on, arms trapped, suplex over the head of Vadala, and no, Alpizar getting back to his feet. So Nick Vadala once again putting him right onto the mat. Big drop kick right to the back of the head, and Dragon Sleeper applied. Linda watching on as Alpizar struggling to break the hold. Magistral goes for the cover too, but only gets 2. Once, twice, 3 times to the stomach, and Alpizar again continuing to attack the legs, continuing to attack the vertical base of Nick Vadala. Take some power away from those big slams that he likes to go to. But Vadala continuing to fight, trying to get back to his feet. Both men do at approximately the same time, and this is once again anybody's match. Nick now calling for the end. As the sharpshooter locked in, Alpizar is trapped in this hold, so far away from the ropes. He's got to fight out of it, and he does. And again, double arm DDT will plant Alpizar, but Nick Vadala not finished yet. Finally getting his due here. Just able to get some significant offense in, and that is, oh my God, Uranagi, but Alpizar rolling right through it as if it never hit him. And Alpizar, he has had enough. Big leg lariat will flatten Nick Vadala. Reverse choke slam, and Alpizar needing a moment to breathe. Those big lifts and drops clearly taking their toll on him, as he just hasn't found an opportunity to put this match away yet. And once again, Vadala going right back to that patented Dragon Sleeper. But Alpizar refusing to be submitted as Nick sent to the outside, and that is going to buy him just a moment to breathe inside the ring. Double underhook, goes to a Tiger Driver, but again, Alpizar shutting that down, cutting off that opportunity. Mount tackle once again. Again, Vadala had it scouted, and right back to that sleeper hold. That could be it right there, and it is. Said Nick Vadala can beat Alpizar if it goes to the mat, and that is exactly what he was able to do. Alpizar trying to use that mount tackle, that same maneuver that had won him so many matches in the mixed martial arts division, but Nick Vadala is an excellent grappler, and that is precisely what he was able to showcase here. Yeah, sometimes it does be like that. But yeah, as things keep going here, as we keep things moving. Hey, the third verse, same as the first and the second. Both Zero and Cindy looking for something, looking for some sort of stepping stone to advance to that next tier of competition. Both of these individuals having several stumbles in recent weeks. Both of them have an opportunity here to correct course. Zero, the man with all the tools, going up against the Princess of Blake's House, is looking to make him tap out, but there's one thing I know about Zero. He is extraordinarily tenacious. Two-time mystery champion. Will not be submitted. So let us go ahead, get into this match, and find out exactly who is going to be able to pick up such an important victory in tonight's program. Zero Lopez, Cindy Prinzler, and that's next. His way to the ring, the two-time mystery champion. Any sort of contest in front of him, he is a legitimate threat. A new, relatively new addition to that Blake's House Wrestling roster. Certainly effective when you let her be. Rolling triangle lancer, so very deadly. Again, Zero just not looking to give her an opportunity. But right now, Cindy using that size advantage to get the upper hand. Zero answering back. Again, the Zero able to come at you from all sorts of different angles. He is a gifted striker. He is a gifted submission specialist. He is excellent off the top rope. There is not anywhere he is not capable, and that's what makes him so difficult to game plan for. Big pop-up and cutter in the opening minutes of this match. Zero, you can see, is ready to fight. Somewhat attempt from both competitors, neither able to make contact, but Zero so far able to outmaneuver Cindy, at least in the opening moments of this match. Again, knee to the gut, sticking and moving in and then out, and Zero right to that scarf hold, trying to slow Cindy down. And hold on, big drop kick, and that is going to send her to the floor. And Zero getting fired up, getting the crowd fired up. Zero just a half step too fast for her. Big forearm smash, but as far as Cindy's struggling to find an opening. Snap suplex will lay Zero out, but Zero able to roll right through it, get back into this fight. And Cindy fired into that orange Gatorade corner. And this time into the blue Gatorade corner. Zero, big knee lift into the corner. And Zero just firing on every possible cylinder. Flashing elbow across the throat. See him using space so effectively, getting out of reach of that palm strike, delivering the soul butt of his own. Big elbow to the face, shutting Cindy's offense down. And a sling blade. Cindy trying to break that up with the elbow to the face, but Zero just a half step too quick. And Cindy answering back, just trying to stretch out that arm, trying to wrench that elbow joint out of position, but a 450 splash cover too. And that was nearly it right there. This time it is Zero sent to the outside.
2, 3.
And a basement dropkick, taking the legs out from underneath the legs of Zero Lopez.
6, 7, 8, 9,
And Zero,
10.
possibly a little bit of frustration bringing in a foreign object into this contest. Swinging for the fences with that steel chair. Harada giving him till the count of 5 to drop it. He sets it down at 4. But Cindy, crossface hold applied. As I said, Zero can come at you from a lot of different ways, but this is certainly one that is unexpected, but that is what makes him so dangerous, as a reverse DDT right onto that steel chair. 450 splash, that has got to be it. No, somehow, some way. Cindy getting a shoulder off the mat. Trying to fire back up, trying to get back into this contest. Big forearm smash answered back with a wide right hand. And an Insagiri will create an opportunity. Back switch from Zero. Fired into the corner once again, but Cindy able to shut that out. And hold on. Canadian Destroyer, possibly a little bit of a mockery of Zero's Puerto Rican Destroyer, goes for the cover, but only gets 2. Zero going high risk once again, and another 450, but those long limbs getting a fingertip on the bottom rope. This match, it will continue. Forearm smash once again, but a big neck breaker going to create an opportunity for Zero. He hits the 450 here. That's got to be it. Cover 2. No, even that wasn't enough. 3 450 splashes. Unable to put away the Princess of Blake's house. And right back to the arm. Zero unable to stretch out with that leg. Unable to get to the bottom rope. Big DDT will connect. Cindy going high risk. What you want to do? There is the blockbuster. That could be it. No, Cindy doesn't seem to think so. Zero able to scramble to his feet before any further offense can be delivered. And another Enziguri trying to take the head clean off her shoulders. And hold on, roll up, cover. 2, 3 count, fall. And Zero, once again, 2 weeks in a row. Just a knockdown, drag out contest. Able to steal one with that roll up victory. As I said earlier, Zero, so difficult to plan for. He can come after you so many different ways, and that is exactly what he was able to showcase tonight. Use of the foreign objects, use of those big dives off the top, use of those athletic maneuvers from coast to coast. But in the end, able to steal it with a roll-up out of nowhere. Zero is an absolute monster. Also, how's it going, Nick? If you are just tuning in, you missed your self-wrestling, actually. Besting Eric Alpizar in singles action. Yeah. Yeah, I did what I could with the wristbands, but as far as I am aware, let me see here. Actually, I did not think to put the new music on your edit, actually. I'm gonna have to, like, go back and redo all of your guys for that, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. What sucks is I can't edit the champions while they're holding the titles. So that means both of your big tag teams cannot be edited. But is what it is there. We will get to it. Yep. It is such a weird oversight that this game has. I've heard of workarounds to it that are somewhat interesting, but, you know, that is something we can mess with at a later date. Because right now, longtime viewers very familiar with how this works, we need to find 8 names that are going to compete in an over-the-top rope battle royal to find out exactly who is going to be facing Colby Cole in tonight's semi-main event. So let us go ahead and start that process right here. Let's see. I do not have the Gatekeeper in any matches. I will say, like, considering he won the Open Challenge last week, like, probably would not put him in this match this week. Although, if you want to see him on the screen more, I can definitely find some more stuff for him to do. Yeah, I agree with that. He is one of those characters that it is easy to lose track of, because he is, like... Actually, you know what? I don't hate this idea, putting the Gatekeeper and the Rapture in this, and let two of the fucking Titans fight it out. But yeah, figuring out how to, use the Gatekeeper that doesn't bury, the rest of the talent is going to be something I've got to figure out. Because for all the, yeah, I'm kind of thinking about that. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, he is a guy that is honestly, yeah, just all three of the guys currently in there right at this moment. And I can put A-Man in there as well. COLBY is going to have a rough night, it would seem. Let's see here. Oops, I am scrolling way too far. Yeah, all these guys, pretty severely beefy. So I had booked Ramon tonight, but considering he is representing Team Lake Mary as a single, I could probably move that match and put Ramon the Giant Killer in here, and I think I will do that. So let me change this real quick. Let's see here. I think Brandon was booked last week, but I don't think Jordan is a particularly great match for that. You know what? I can work with that. Honestly, Nap has stolen more stupid matches. I mean, it's true. So, let's see here. So what are we thinking about the last two names on here? Like I said, COLBY is going to have a rough time just looking at the names that have already been lit up here. Although, I think there is some, consistency in that, right? Is COLBY on his Japanese excursion fighting the King of the Monsters, Godzilla, and then returning to America and fighting a different breed of monster. I'd be cool with that. I think I'm going to go with the man that makes it rain money, Kazuchika Okada. Let's see here. Let's see. And you gotta have the shorts. Let me see. I don't think I ever downloaded a WCW Goldberg. I'm pretty sure is what has occurred here. Oh, no, I do. Let me see. No, I think that is still Modern Goldberg, just in WCW. But I wouldn't be mad at Goldberg either. If we are, if this is going to be kind of what it looks like. Lesnar is funny in these because he's got so many overhead suplexes. People do just kind of fall to the outside. Because we've definitely run Lesnar in one of these before. I don't think we've We may have put Goldberg in one of these. Actually, knowing you as a regular guest on this program, we have definitely run Goldberg. Yeah, some Titans of Wrestling, and Matthew Knapp is also here, which is a delightful sentence to say. It is very much like my Hairbrain Schemes Battletech save. It is a bunch of lesbians, and Decker is also here. But yeah, it does look like we have 8 names, all vying for an opportunity to fight in tonight's semi-main event. Any one of these men gets a shot at the angriest man in Blake's House professional wrestling, Colby Cole. And that match, it's right now. And just the 8 men in the ring right now. Hold on, the Rapture already eliminated, down to 7. But any one of these men can just systematically destroy their opponent. Colby Cole has got to be watching this match so very intensely. It is absolutely a nightmare scenario. Any one of these individuals taking you on in a single later on tonight. As Goldberg lift and drop to the mat once, twice, but DJ Dix able to shut him down, shut him out, high and low. The Gatekeeper caught in the unblockable, and DJ Dix firing on all cylinders. Some people to watch out for in this match. Ramon has been known as the Giant Killer. Well, every person in this match is a giant. As an STO and suplex hold will lay out DJ Dix, and a gut wrench suplex leveling the Gatekeeper. Trying to keep up with all 7 of these men is such a tremendous challenge. You can see Ramon trying to slow Okada down. Okada, the man that makes it rain money, raining down forearm smashes, but Ramon able to get the better of him. The Japanese style arm drag, and Matthew Knapp going for a cover. 1, no, not even 1. A-Man just too tough. The enhanced human getting a shoulder off the mat before our official is able to make a call, and big pile driver is DJ Dix and Ramon walking down the Gatekeeper. Roaring elbow unable to find its mark, and a big double power bomb will lay out DJ Dix. Big suplex from Knapp, getting almost very, very nearly a 3 count. Knapp rolling through, has a pinning predicament on DJ Dix. Big body press from A-Man, but the enhanced human only able to score a count of 1 on the Gatekeeper as Kazuchika Okada, Rainmaker. Mount tackle applied and right into the Kimura hold, but the Gatekeeper just delivering punishment to Knapp, chasing him down. And Okada looking to hit that picture-perfect dropkick he is so well known for, but the Gatekeeper able to slip out of the way just for a moment as A-Man, the enhanced human, applying that hold to Ramon. Dr. Bomb from Ramon too. but Matthew Knapp somehow, some way, still in this match as Okada Boston Crab applied to the gatekeeper. Knapp and A-Man hold on. Mount tackle once again. Rolling through, goes for the cover, but A-Man stretching out those arms, reaching the bottom rope. Not even a count of one as Ramon and Goldberg trading blows. Now trading dance partners. DJ Dix and Goldberg going head to head. DJ Dix and the gatekeeper. Boston Crab applied as Ramon delivering a big pile driver to the man that makes it rain money. Goldberg going for the cover. One. Oh my God. And a sore buster from DJ Dix. Cover. Matthew Knapp somehow, some way, still in this match. No sense of self-preservation. He wants to pick up the victory. He wants a shot at COLBY. And again, getting a shoulder off the mat as Goldberg hits the jackhammer. And Okada once again, that too awesome drop kick. And another jackhammer, but no, the clubbing blows of the gatekeeper. Rainmaker! And a brain buster from A-Man, the enhanced human, will send the gatekeeper packing. We are down to 6, and another twisting powerbomb from DJ Dix, the Dr. Darkness, will shut his opponent down, but only for the moment. A-Man applying that Boston Crab to Kazuchika. Okada and a spear going right through Ramon, possibly looking for a second one, but Ramon sidestepping a little bit unexpectedly. And again, just another ripcord lariat driving right through him. And a rocket punch flattening Goldberg himself, but it's still so very much anybody's match. Back switch. Big double backdrop as A-Man caught in the gravity squeeze. Big double power bomb and a devastating lariat, but hold on. I believe that was a submission elimination. Goldberg walking to the back. We are down to 5. Mount tackle from Matthew Knapp. Suplex once, twice, but Ramon rolling through, able to apply that knee bar, but no submission eliminations yet. Big DDT to A-Man, but hold on, Matthew Knapp now eliminated. And Ramon going for that submission focus, changing his strategy a little bit. That match with Ramos left a major impact on him. And hold on, Kazuchika Okada caught in the gravity squeeze. But no, unable to pick up the victory. But a rocket punch to Ramon could be the elimination as a muscle buster flattens Kazuchika Okada. And hold on. Big lift and drop to the mat, and twice now. Ramon is on a roll, the Giant Killer, looking to pick up another series of eliminations as DJ Dix hits the clothesline from Bretton Woods, goes for the cover, but no, Okada not allowing that to continue. And Okada looking to hit that Rainmaker, and hold on, A-Man sent over the top rope. We are down to our final 3. And hold on just a moment here. Big tombstone pile driver from the man that makes it rain money. And Dr. Bomb to Ramon. Adding injury to insult. DJ Dix. Clothesline from Bretton Woods. Are we going to see the clothesline from Bretton Woods going head to head with the Rainmaker? Well, it is too early to tell. We are still at 3 competitors. Ramon getting a shoulder off the mat at a count of 2. Now another twisting power bomb, but hand in the bottom rope. Ramon sees an opportunity, going for it all here, but back switch from Okada. And I believe that's the money clip submission, but Ramon able to reach the bottom rope. This match, it will continue as a gravity squeeze has been locked on. Kazuchika Okada trapped in the gravity squeeze. But hold on, no. He will not be submitted. Big double drop kick. DJ Dix, Kazuchika Okada, but on just crushing the neck against that knee of Okada, but he has done the deal. Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow, but Okada getting a foot on the bottom rope. This match, it will continue with 3 contestants. Suplex once. No, back switch. And crushing lariats to Okada, but DJ Dix, turn around, Ramon. You are in harm's way here. And crushing forearm smash. Ramon representing Team Lake Mary as DJ Dix hits a monstrous dropkick. Big knee bar from Ramon, but DJ Dix getting a hand on the bottom rope. This match still at 3. Back to basics, lift and drop, back switch. Rainmaker! Cover, 2, 3 count fall. And Ramon eliminated. We are down to our final 2. Who is going to take on the man with the atomic lariat? Is it the man with the Rainmaker, the man that makes it rain money, or is it going to be DJ Dix, the Dr. Darkness? Okada's got his back. Rainmaker once again. Cover, 2, 3 count fall. And a Rainmaker pose for the Blake's House audience. You will be seeing Okada in tonight's semi-main event. Yeah, well, not only that, you know, COLBY calling himself the man with the strongest lariat, but Kazuchika Okada might have something to say about that. But, I did see your comment about the Rapture versus A-Man, and GK has some ideas that I think you might be interested in. So, that could be something in the not-too-distant future. But let us go ahead and keep this show rolling here, as that Battle Royal, tremendously intense. You know what, though? I've got, I came prepared tonight, got some water at my desk, because as a wise man once said, you've got to have water if you want to be champion. Also, Jamel, I see you dropping in here, and as always, appreciate you coming by, and appreciate anybody that might have stuck around from your stream as well. But let us see here. So let us take a look at the match coming up next. Sarah Reis, David Clement, 2 competitors trying to make a name for themselves in the tag team division. But Sarah and Yuri coming up just short against the Pearlman brothers last week. David, a man that will fight anyone, anywhere, any place, any time. And it looks like anyone is the young hero, Sarah Reis. The place is Blake's House Professional Wrestling, and the time is now. As these two go head-to-head, and that match is next. Hero making her way to the ring, but David Clement not a man known for engaging with heroics. Competitor with a tremendously unorthodox style. We'll see if that is going to be able to get the best of Reis tonight. Hold on, lift blocked and suplex to start things off from David here. David utilizing that size advantage, at least in the opening moments of this match, and a chop across the chest. And there is David already bringing out the foreign objects. Suplex once again blocked, and Sarah sent to the outside. Headbutt, and David starting things off so very strong, not giving Sarah room to breathe at all. Sarah grabbing a hold anywhere she can. Kick right to the face here. And David once again going right back to that foreign object, and Harada once again going to let the two competitors in the ring fight. At some point, enough has got to be enough, but at least thus far, Harada does not seem to think now is the case. As hold on, big power bomb right into that corner turnbuckle. David just looking to apply punishment anywhere, any way that he can. And thus far, he has been tremendously successful at it. Sarah Reis back to basics and starting to take out some of that frustration from the opening minutes onto David there with that series of mounted punches. Sarah swinging for the fences with those kicks to the gut and an enziguri throwback to the back of the head. David still in control. And again, another chop to the chest and right back to that sickle. And again, Harada not even issuing a warning. Goes for the cover here. 1, 2, no, only getting 1. The young hero showing her resiliency, if nothing else. But resiliency only gets you so far. Step up enziguri once again. Those series of kicks making that so much more effective, but Sarah answering back with an enziguri of her own. Once, twice to the face, and Sarah trying to fire herself into the corner, but just a half step too slow, and that's going to create an opportunity for David here as he steps in once again with the enziguri. And hold on, package, pile driver will lay her out. That has got to be it. 2. Only getting 2. Sarah answering back, but unable to capitalize. Just the discrepancy in offensive momentum in this match is so tremendous. David in total control. Sarah answering back, big neck breaker, trying to just scratch and claw it any way she can get back into this match. Shotgun dropkick right to the face. And big body press in the center of the ring and getting a count of 2. And you can see the shock on David's face as she did it. Big double stomp, but David rolling out of the way at the last possible moment and creating an opportunity to once again connect with that package pile driver. Going for the cover here. 1, 2. And oh my God, so close, but Sarah getting a shoulder off the mat. Big facebuster, center of the ring, and Sarah getting herself fired up. Shining Wizard driving a knee right through the jaw of David, but David fighting his way back to his feet. Cover out of nowhere, too. Oh my God, somehow, some way, shoulder off the mat. This fight, it will continue. Handspring, elbow into the corner. Once, twice, right to the side of the head, and Sarah going high risk. And again, double stomp, this time connecting in the lower back of David Clement. And Sarah starting to get fired up. David cutting that off, picking the leg, but no. Denied that opportunity, at least for the moment. Sarah fighting her way out of predicament after predicament, and once again going to that big double stomp. And here is a second one for good measure. When in doubt, throw your body at your opponent, and that is exactly what the young hero is trying to do here. Big double arm, power bomb, 1, 2, 3, count, fall. And in the end, the blood loss just too much to overcome. Sarah trying to battle back in the last couple minutes of that match, but unable to get a shoulder off the mat after that big power bomb. I always thought that spot was cool. And not enough people do it. I'm trying to think of a big name after China that did the handspring elbow into the corner. Because I think there's a couple, but not that many. But as I mentioned a little bit earlier on tonight's program, it is not just the Blake's House Wrestling Heavyweight Division that is so very hotly contested. The Blake's House Wrestling Tag Team Division, the Judgment Professional Wrestling Tag Team Division, is an absolute war zone. And right now, 4 teams going to be going head-to-head in 8-man tag. They are taking on both the Blake's House Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And of course, being the team of Idolo and Ramos, along with the team of Floyd, Bartholomew, and Babyman. Oop, I scrolled too far down. I'm pretty sure I have. Let me make sure this is not elimination tag, or we're going to be here all night. Both the Pearlman brothers, as well as Jim Jack and Rip Studley, feel like they've got something to prove tonight. While Idolo and Ramos, while Bartholomew and Babyman just looking to further assert their dominance over the tag team division. Of course, if you are Nick Vadala sitting back in the office, you are feeling pretty good tonight, picking up a singles win against Eric Alpizar. And in the grand scheme of things, no matter what happens, your teams look strong tonight, as the up-and-comers Jim Jack and Rip Studley getting an opportunity against 2 established tag teams. But of course, both of the teams in the orange Gatorade corner are Nick's Wrestling Organization tag teams. And, you know, we talk about this week in, week out. Nick's Wrestling Organization has a stranglehold on the tag team division. And part of that is definitely the coaching of manager Nick Vadala. But we're going to have to see how these 4 teams fit together As the Pearlman brothers, certainly a well-oiled machine, as is Idolo and Ramos. But how well do they fit when another team is in their corner? Well, there is only one way to find out, because that match, it's next. Making their way to the ring. Babyman and Bartholomew, a team that were made for the Chop Shop Tag Team division. Two just extraordinarily violent competitors making waves in that no disqualification Tornado Tag Team division. Then you've got Idolo and Ramos, a team that Idolo just so extraordinarily athletic, able to outmaneuver anybody. And Ramos, the world's tallest cruiserweight, just so effective at that catch-as-catch-can style. He has submitted opponent after opponent and has been a major factor in this team's success. And right now, Idolo taking it to Josh Pearlman here. Pearlman trying to keep this on his side of the ring, trying to stay within arm's reach of his brother, trying to stay within arm's reach of Jim Jack and Studley, and making a quick tag to Studley, and it looks like Idolo doing the same, bringing Babyman into this contest. Big lift and drop. Major display of power from Studley, but we are used to those sorts of displays as Rip Studley, just a tremendously gifted athlete himself. Big kick to the chest. Studley trying any which way to control his opponent, to keep him down on the mat. And thus far has been relatively successful. Big Irish whip, but marching right through him is Babyman, and Babyman bringing in the Enforcer. And Floyd Bartholomew so very successful in using his size to his advantage. And it looks like this Blue Gatorade team going to match size with speed as Ryan Pearlman here takes on Bartholomew. Bartholomew chasing down Pearlman, but to his credit, Ryan Pearlman able to avoid the significant strikes. Just as I say that, clubbing blow to the head will stun Pearlman, and that's going to send him back to his own corner. Bring a fresh Jim Jack into this match, and swinging for the fences is Ramos, but Jim Jack creating opportunities for himself, going for an early cover, but no, not even a count of one. Match, it will continue. This 8-man tag, it is going to get so very chaotic. There will come a time both teams, 3 members, going to be jumping over that apron to insert themselves into the match. But big flashing elbow from Jim Jack, but Ramos scrambling to his feet, not allowing Jim Jack to keep up the pressure as he begins to wear down the arms. Hold on, big boot, but Bartholomew walking right through it. Goes for a big shoulder block, but Bartholomew just using his size to his advantage, making himself so very difficult to lift, so very difficult to move. And once again, it looks like the strategy of this team. Hold on, Magic Killer is to challenge that superior size with the athleticism of the Pearlman brothers. And right now, Jim Jack, Rip Studley, and Ryan Pearlman taking on Bartholomew. But that has left Josh Pearlman in the ring with the entirety of this orange Gatorade unit, and Ushigoroshi back of the head colliding with the knees of Bartholomew, and Bartholomew getting himself fired up. Big lift and drop from a fresh Jim Jack, but Idolo, a man that is so dangerous, has been sitting on the apron for a while, and you've got to figure he's been getting antsy, looking for an opportunity to showcase that extraordinarily athleticism that he is known for, as both men trading positions in the corner turnbuckle, going high risk, and poison Rana, and hold on, he is not finished yet, firing himself out of the corner, jumping over the top, and an axe kick to the back of the head. As I said, he has been getting antsy, waiting on that apron. Wants to showcase exactly what he can do, and Jim Jack has had enough of it. Right now, Studley in control, at least for the moment, but Baby Man, thumb to the eyes, will shut him down and create an opportunity for this Orange Gatorade team, but Studley answering back. Big Boy senton to the big boy himself. And a thumb to the eyes and a basement dropkick will be the equalizer. But hold on. Big tombstone pile driver, and right back this time to Ryan Pearlman. And flapjack and cutter combination. Ryan Pearlman set up nicely, but Baby Man finding the way out. And powerbomb and neckbreaker combo. It takes two to make a thing go right, as this Orange Gatorade unit finding the right combination. And Ramos so very effective at evading that 2-on-1 disadvantage, protecting himself from those significant strikes and creating opportunities. Ramos so technically gifted, so very dangerous. But Rip Studley just planting him right on his head, trying to just shut him down. And hold on. Sunset flip driver 2, but only gets 2. Ramos continuing to just wrench at the neck of Studley. Again, just living up to his strategy. Finding any limb that he can get a hold of and just grind it down. And that has been so very effective for him over the last year or so. Right now, on Josh Pearlman. Big Russian leg sweep, but Bartholomew unbothered. Again, just his incredible bulk, just absorbing. Oh my God, both teams just fired out of a cannon as a tremendous powerbomb levels Ramos. And there it is, the Feral Spear. That could be it right there. That maneuver has ended match after match, but it will not end this one right here, right now, as it will continue. And both teams just taking advantage of the chaos, going after the illegal man on the apron. Hold on, tight power slam will connect. And 450 body press, but too close to that orange Gatorade corner. Big drop kick square in the chest, and Pearlman desperately needed to get back to his own corner. He is able to do so. Right now, both legal men down. Idolo to his feet first, and targeting the neck, targeting the legs and the back of Jim Jack, but Studley able to make the save at a critical moment. And Jim Jack trying to set something up after that big suplex to the mat, but unable to get it in time. And once again, lift and drop. Getting himself a little bit fired up, but a little bit distracted there. Not seeing Idolo getting back into his own corner, and that could cost him. Picking the leg, knee bar, but able to break that up in the ropes. Double underhook and suplex over the top. Studley going high risk, big frog splash cover, but foot on the bottom rope. The world's tallest cruiserweight able to protect himself. And Devin Ramos, the submission specialist, a man that has made so very many men tap out, claiming another victim tonight. Jim Jack unavailable, caught in the traffic across the ring. The Pearlman brothers just a half step too slow. And that is going to pick up a win for the Blake's House Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Honestly, that's my only real complaint with this game, is submissions in the tag team format are probably just too good, because if your spirit is at 0, as soon as somebody puts on a hold, doesn't matter to what body part, you instantly tap out. So it is possible to steal some wins that way. It is a minor gripe in the big picture, but it is a thing that does happen in this video game. But let's go ahead and keep this show on the road. Brandon, of course, riding the momentum from a big win last week. Team Lake Mary just dominating the Blake's House Wrestling singles division. But right now, once upon a time, we called Joey Baggi the uncrowned king of Judgment Professional Wrestling. Well, he has got his crown since then. Shawn Satchwell still looking for that shot at the top. He is taking on a member of one of the most dominant stables in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. He is calling his own shot. Of course, with Josh Kaiser at ringside, things always able to get very interesting very quickly. But let's go ahead and get into it. Brandon of Team Lake Mary, Shawn Satchwell of Judgment Professional Wrestling. That match is next. Matchup on paper, deeply interesting, as it is going to be a bit of a classic brawler versus brawler match. Satchwell, of course, known for that devastating power to keg lariat, that monstrous broadside lariat, but Brandon certainly extraordinarily accomplished with those two fists. Both of these men going to be slugging it out over the course of this match, and both of them coming out swinging here. Big clubbing blow from those strong arms of Satchwell. But Brandon answering back, shot right to the face, but Satchwell stepping right in through it. Of course, there you can see Kaiser at ringside, but Satchwell not bothered by the man sitting at ringside. His sole focus is on the man in front of him, and that is exactly what you need to do to pick up a victory in Blake's House Wrestling. Right now, it looks like Satchwell not willing to overextend. He does know how dangerous Brandon is, and he does not want to give him an opportunity he has not earned. And Brandon taking things back to basics a little bit. Getting away from the brawling for a moment, but a big sliding lariat will just crush the throat of Brandon here. Maybe looking to just deliver some unexpected offense to Satchwell here. Satchwell certainly came into this match expecting a brawl, but that does not appear to be what Brandon is looking to give him. And that could be Josh directing traffic on the outside a little bit. But it looks like Satchwell has adjusted fairly effectively. Suplex blocked into a suplex of his own. But Satchwell just continuing to pour it on. Those clubbing blows so devastating. And they continue to add up over the course of the match as Brandon continues to sustain damage on his back, his neck, his head, his chest. And Satchwell just delivering another wild shot right to the forehead and standing tall in the ring, going for the cover one, but only gets one. Brandon answering back, series of shots to the head of his own. Both men swinging for it all, but neither able to make contact. And Brandon once again back to basics with the fireman's carry. Big backbreaker. And stomp to the leg, stomp to the back of the neck, and again, sustained damage is the name of the game here. Low roundhouse taking the legs out from underneath the legs of Satchwell. As Brandon now fired into that corner turnbuckle, but fighting his way out, no, denied by Satchwell. And Satchwell just continuing to keep up the pressure, and that is so very important. And hold on, delayed brain buster from Brandon. Satchwell just standing tall through all of it as, hold on, lift and backbreaker just crunching the lower back of Brandon here. And here come the wild shots Brandon is so well known for. You can see that has left Satchwell out on his feet, literally stunned from that series of strikes. And that is where Brandon is going to be able to turn it up. But Satchwell answering back. Trapping Brandon in that tree of woe. Series of kicks to the chest. Goes for the cover, one, but only gets one. Both these men have a lot more left to give here. Brandon trapped. And big lariat, but not going for it all. Not just yet. But a man that is known as the master of the lariat has a lot of ways to drive that forearm across your throat. As another short arm lariat taking Brandon down just moments ago. Hold on, Satchwell going high risk. Big knee drop off the top. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. But only getting 2. Brandon so much tougher, oh my God, lift and drop once again. And Satchwell goes for the cover too. And this time very nearly picking up the victory, swinging for the fence with that roaring lariat, but unable to make contact. And Brandon once again was slowing things down, and there is that patented spinning toe hold, that maneuver that he has put to such great use. Brandon now fired into the corner and just dropping him right on the mat, but Satchwell unable to capitalize. Back to his feet first. But Brandon able to fight his way through it, but only for a moment, as again, Satchwell driving him into the mat. Cover 2. And again, just barely able to get a shoulder off the mat, but another short arm lariat will put him down. And there it is, broadside lariat, cover 2. And even that is not enough. Fireman's carry buster set up by those tremendous fireman's carries early on in the match too. But that only getting a count of 2. And a lariat of his own coming from Brandon too. And again, only gets 2. Both of these men giving it everything they've got. Brandon out on his feet. And again, broadside lariato. Cover 2. And again, only 2. Somehow, some way, Brandon finding a second wind through all this punishment. And again, he has had enough. A roaring lariat of his own, standing tall against the master of the lariat himself. And once again, Fireman's carry buster goes for the cover 2. But even that is not enough. Both of these men giving nearly everything they've got to this match. Neither of them able to pick up the victory. And once again, right back to that delayed brainbuster. But Satchwell standing tall through all of it. Going for the cover once again. This has got to be it. 2, 3, count, fall. And Shawn Satchwell looking to make a statement tonight, demanding that he not be overlooked in the singles division, picking up a win against one of the prominent members of Team Lake Mary, right in front of the Blake's House Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Shawn Satchwell making a strong case for himself tonight and far into the future. See, we have got just a couple matches left tonight, folks. So let's go ahead and set up this King of Fighters Television Championship as JB3's Conglomerate takes on another Blake's House Wrestling homegrown team. Of course, that team being Team Daytona. As we have Antonio, as we have Drew, and we have got Steve Kowalski. Make sure elimination is in fact on. Once again, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break before we get into this match. And then we will get into some television championship trios action. So I will be right back. So, remember when I said that some sort of home improvement project was going on immediately outside of my door? There is a freezer now, like outside my bedroom door, that was not there this morning. Receiving power from an outlet that was not there this morning. Just giving y'all a home improvement update at the Princeler house. But, hey, to the best of my knowledge, everything's all good there. So, that allows me to get back into some professional wrestling as Team Daytona taking on the Conglomerate, the team of JB3, Jason Solarian, and JJ Mondo. Of course, this is going to be the unit that takes on Melbash, that annual wrestling tournament that is so very near. And of course, as always, when we get some more information about the when and the where that tournament will be taking place, we will pass that info on to you. But in the meantime, of course, the Conglomerate needs to defend that Blake's House Wrestling Television Championship. And that match, it's right now. Team Daytona getting themselves fired up here as they know just how dangerous the Conglomerate is. We saw them pick apart the Rosales and Tyler last week. We've seen them defeat a team that just seemed invincible to pick up that championship. Making us wait for his grand entrance. The big boss of Judgment Professional Wrestling. Taking a moment to breathe here and every single member of both of these teams just such a substantial threat. Big lift and drop, and JB3, of course, always interested in showing just how big, just how strong he is. Sending Antonio to the outside. Going for a quick cover, but not able to get a 1 count out of it. And there's taking his frustration out on Antonio, and Antonio going back to his own corner now. On. Big suplex from Drew, and that is precisely what we are going to see from Mr. Drew Serpa. A wrestler's wrestler, one of the best in Blake's House Professional Wrestling, and I am certain Frank Vista on the outside, extremely irritated he cannot be in this match. He would love another shot at Serpa, but right now, Serpa going for that mount tackle, but JJ able to avoid it. Textbook strategy, just stepping away from the tackle. So Drew going with that patented 3-frame jab, that palm strike right to the face that he uses to create and measure distance. But JJ answering back, just those metallic arms delivering a colossal elbow to the forehead. And that is going to create trouble for this Team Daytona unit. But a lift and drop, setting up Kowalski nicely here, but JJ answering back. Those metal arms just pistoning right into the forehead of Kowalski. Kowalski trying to fight his way out of it, but just kicking that stomach of JJ seemingly with no effect. Lift and drop. but Solarian, the legal man here, of course, showcasing his own athleticism, but European uppercut once, twice, but, or excuse me, chop to the throat, just stunning Solarian. And cover out of nowhere, but no, not even a count of one. Thus far, Team Daytona controlling the match fairly well, trying to bring this fight back into his own corner, but Solarian just a little bit too slippery. But right now, that shinlock will slow the speedster down, at least for the moment. Goes for that big spear, but Solarian, same strategy as Mundo, able to just slip out of that hold. Going to create some room for his tag team partner. And taking Drew's head right off his shoulders with that monstrous lariat, and again, big elbow to the crown, going to create a situation where JJ is just in complete control. But hold on, back switch and driving his hips, able to get the bigger man over his shoulders with that suplex onto the mat. Drew, a master of leverage, but JB3, a master of a different sort of leverage, has Kowalski trapped on that orange Gatorade corner, but at least for the moment, making the best of that situation, bringing that barbed wire bat into the match, and taking it to JJ Mondo to great effect. And you can see Frank Vista itching to get involved in this match. And should another opportunity like that present itself, I am certain that he will, but at least for the moment, everything on the up and up. Lift and drop to the outside.
1, 2.
And this time it is Antonio bringing some foreign objects into this contest. Long picking the leg. And right into that Boston Crab. Just JB3 trapped in that hold, but only for a moment. Going for that big wheel kick, but unable to find its mark. JB3, just such a smart fighter, able to escape those significant strikes and create an opportunity for himself. Big elbow right to the stomach, getting a fresh Solarian into this match. And the elevation on JB3 as a knee collides with the jaw of Antonio. But Antonio scrambling back to his feet, scrambling back to his own corner. Here comes a fresh Kowalski as a double drop kick levels Solarian. Now both men measuring their opponents for a little bit here. Both of these men just so athletically gifted. Handspring elbow right to the chest. But Kowalski, he is not finished ringing the arm, but Solarian walking him down like a Terminator, but a big super kick right to the face, sending Solarian back to his own corner. And Solarian protecting his boss, protecting JB3 from that big Pele kick. As Kowalski just putting the boots to JB3, getting back into his own corner. And right now, just a series of mounted punches. It looks like Serpa interested in meeting JB3 where he's at, but that is such a dangerous proposition. If you allow JB3 to decide the when, the where, and the how, he will take advantage. He will take you out. And he is doing that right now as he is just stretching the leg of Serpa, standing on the neck, just trying to just crank that neck a little bit, getting some extra leverage for that single leg crab. Hold on. Big STO and sweep combination, but JJ Mondo, the legal man, and the Conglomerate taking advantage of that, going for the cover. 2, no, only getting 1. Kowalski has got a lot more fight left in him. But that does not seem to bother JJ Mondo, a man that is willing to fight anybody. As he drives Kowalski into the mat, and once again, right back to that hold, but Serpa in the mount position, but JJ able to escape and hold on, possibly going for that gotcha hold, but Kowalski saw it coming, just able to evade, at least for the moment, and a massive shotgun dropkick. The elevation on Kowalski, absolutely tremendous, as 2 boots collide with the face of JJ Mondo. Big suplex from Serpa. And Team Daytona right now in control. Both teams clearing out of their own aprons. As the unblockable applied to JB3. And the chaos in the ring, positively tremendous. As a picture-perfect dropkick hits square in the chest of Serpa. And that pushes him back in that orange Gatorade corner. Hold on, back switch from Serpa. Roll through, cover. 2. And so very close, but Mr. 5-Star able to get a shoulder off the match. This match will continue 3 against 3. Serpa back into his own corner, getting a fresh Antonio into this match. Hold on. Solarian going for that star shot early, but it is JJ Mondo that's the legal man, possibly looking for that big back elbow, but Antonio rolling out of the way, and JJ colliding with that steel chair that Antonio had set in his own corner. Yeah. Team Daytona coming to do so very much, and it looks like we are going high risk here, as a Frankensteiner to the outside completely changes the dynamic of this match. Antonio looking to hit that Shiranui, but unable to do so. Back switch and neck breaker. Both teams just piles of bodies on the outside of the ring. Arata's count at 15. Antonio able to get back into the ring. JJ trapped in that hold, but only for a moment, but it is just pandemonium in the ring. Antonio going back into his own corner, but JJ doing the same. Both teams getting a fresh man in this match. Big double powerbomb applied to Antonio, but Kowalski, the legal man, Kowalski again just challenging JB3, challenging the larger competitor, but JB3 just able to shut him out, but a shining axe kick will level JB3, but Kowalski unable to capitalize, unable to make the cover, and that could be the difference maker, as JB3 picking up a submission elimination. Going for the cover here, 1, 2, but only getting 2. Big lift and drop, cover, 1, but only gets 1. JB3 going for that cover, 2, but getting 2 right there. It is just so chaotic in the ring. Both teams just doing everything they can. And hold on, there it is. The loophole applied, going for the cover too. And JB3 picking up another elimination. And Drew standing tall, all on his own. And Drew possibly a little bit distracted, not aware that JB3 had tagged in Solarian. And that could be it right there. Star shot will connect. Cover. 2, 3, count, fall. And the Conglomerate once again picking up a decisive victory. This time over Team Daytona. It looks like we have just got a couple matches to go tonight, folks. And the first one, honestly, yeah. I mean, it's working pretty good. Hey, genuinely looking forward to getting to see him in Melv Bash. And I saw Melly posting, I believe it was this afternoon, that she is in fact still working on it, but real life is continuing to be real life about it. So, who could say when that's going to be, but I am excited for it all the same. Yeah, honestly, I totally get that. But coming up next, we now know who is going to be taking on Colby Cole. It is none other than the man that makes it rain money, Kazuchika Okada, as Atomic Lariat will be tested by the Rainmaker himself. The Open Challenge format is meant to be a statement, a line in the sand, that the best and brightest of Blake's house will take on anyone. But, as they say sometimes, when you call somebody out, you might not like what you hear when they pick up on the other end. So tonight, Colby Cole taking on Kazuchika Okada, and that match, it's right now. That music, it is absolutely a reality check. See Okada making his way to a Blake's House ring, and we have certainly come full circle. Colby spending a great deal of time in Japan, wrestling some of their best and brightest. Well, tonight, one of Japan's best has come to America, has come to a Blake's House wrestling ring, has overcome 7 other elite competitors for a shot in this match. He has got to get through one more match, one more man, and Colby more than prepared to rise to the occasion. Big shotgun dropkick applied from Okada. And a big boot. Okada just so effective going for that basement dropkick, but COLBY able to sidestep. And right now, COLBY just going to utilize that strength advantage. Just deliver those clubbing blows, but Okada able to step right through them, able to keep fighting through just extraordinary adversity. But that certainly describes COLBY's tenacity as well. It is a movable object versus a movable object as Okada hits that too awesome drop kick. But COLBY unimpressed, just wrestling Okada to the mat, back to back, and Okada stunned for a moment. Possibly not prepared for the pace that COLBY was interested in wrestling, at least at this juncture. As COLBY just continuing to keep up the pressure, Okada slowing things down, back to basics with that scoop and a slam. And again, shotgun dropkick will connect.
5 minutes gone.
Okada going high risk here. Big diving elbow buried right into the heart of Colby Cole. And forearm smash answered back by barn door left hands. And COLBY, he has not finished applying punishment as he delivers another series of wild shots. And COLBY, the man known for the strongest lariat in Blake's House Wrestling, taking it to Okada with just forearm across the throat after forearm across the throat, but picture-perfect German suplex applied from Okada. And another one for good measure. Do not adjust your set. That was 2 German suplexes. As Okada connects, heavy rain. COLBY attempting to fight his way to his feet. Big falling fist right into the heart of Okada, but neither man really able to get a foothold in this match. As, hold on, cover 2. Ooh, only getting 2. And money clip applied, but COLBY fighting his way out of that hold as best he is able to do. He is a man that is notoriously difficult to submit, as COLBY driving Okada's neck right into the mat, but only getting a count of 2. The toughness of these men, truly extraordinary. And the pace that these men are fighting one another at, absolutely phenomenal. Suplex once, COLBY has had enough. Series of elbows to the face will break him out of it. Cover 2, but only gets 2. And just a series of lariats once again, and right back to those mounted punches. COLBY just so extraordinarily aggressive. Throwing a big back elbow, but Okada trying to fight his way back to his feet. A difficult man to keep down.
10 minutes gone.
As Okada, big tombstone pile driver. And you know what that means. He is looking for that Rainmaker, but COLBY knows it just as much as you do. Throwing those elbows as wildly as he is able to do to break out of that predicament. Sliding through. And could it be? No, big shoulder block. Trying to set him up here. And going right back to a series of wild shots. Just keeping up the pressure any way that he can. COLBY swinging for the fences, but unable to connect. Rainmaker! Cover 2! And oh my God, so very close, but COLBY getting a shoulder off the mat at the last possible moment. possibly looking for it once again, but Colby not allowing him another opportunity. And you could see a little bit of desperation in those elbows that he's throwing. Looks like this fight will continue on the outside. As both of these men just continue to go to war with one another. Big lift and drop, and Colby now back in the ring. Okada is taking a moment to breathe himself. And Colby possibly setting it up here. Lariato! Cover! 2! And both men hitting one another with their best shot. Both men getting a shoulder off the mat at a critical moment. Big boot from Okada. Big headbutt from Colby. Colby to his feet first. What do these men have left to give to one another? What do these men have left to give to this match? Another tombstone pile driver. And Okada, he is looking for the Rainmaker. He is looking to hit it once more, but Colby denying him that opportunity and delivering a series of clubbing blows to the side of the head. And once again, putting Okada into the corner, but Okada fighting his way out, trying to take Colby's back. Money clip submission hold. Is that going to be it? Colby struggling to hang on, struggling to stay in this match, and able to wrestle his way out of that hold, at least for the moment. Lift and drop. Colby in control. And Okada fired Colby into the ropes. Picture perfect drop kick. Colby struggling. Back switch, but no. Colby able to protect himself. He knows how dangerous Okada is when he's taken your back. And lift and drop. Big flapjack. Colby in dire straits. Okada trying to figure out what he has got left. What can he hit Colby with that he is not kicked out of, that he's not broken out of? And Colby looking for it once more. This time roaring elbow. But Okada fighting his way to his feet, denying him an opportunity to connect with that big lariat cover too. And this time, Okada kicking out of the belly-to-belly suplex. Both of these men giving everything they've got. Colby slamming Okada to the mat. Just targeting anything he can get a hold of at this point. Slap across the face. And again, 2 awesome drop kick from Kazuchika Okada. And again, roaring elbow. Colby needing a moment to breathe. This match has been so intense. Unable to run the ropes, but here it comes. Lariato! Cover! 2! No! Even 2 atomic lariats, not enough to put Okada away. Colby rolling through, barely getting a foot on the bottom rope. And Okada once again going after that Rainmaker, but unable to lock it in. Is this going to be it? Cover 2. No, it's not. Only getting 2. Okada finding a second win 20 minutes into this match. These men have thrown everything at one another. Neither of them able to pick up the victory. And Colby now swinging for the fences. Just a series of shots. He is doing everything he can to keep Okada down. You can see a bit of desperation in those left and right hands. But he is looking for it once again, going for it all. Lariato! Cover 2. No, it's still not enough. Back switch. Rainmaker! Cover 2, 3, count, fall. And when Colby declared himself the strongest lariat in Blake's House Professional Wrestling, he had bested Satchwell. He has bested Kojima. But there is someone he has not beat. And that is the man that makes it rain money. The Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Furthermore, fuck you, Dave. Fucking 4 3/4 stars. I will say, too, I have an approximate idea of what Okada's overall is. These two are not remotely close to the same weight class, but COLBY going over 20 minutes with Okada, just truly a delight to me personally. Because that was a good match. Some might even call it a 5-star classic. Clearly, Big Dave would not, but, you know, what does he know? But let us keep things rolling here. Let's see. Let's see. And give me just a moment to recover my voice, because I did a great deal of yelling during that match. But, you know, my vocal health aside, we have still got one more match to get into tonight. As I mentioned at the top of the program, we have got a shrinking pool of competitors vying for Josh's heavyweight title. These 4 men have been standing out week after week after week. And all 4 of them are demanding a shot at Blake's House Heavyweight Gold. 3 of them are former champions. 1 of them will certainly be a future champion. Whether that be in the immediate future, taking it off Josh, or much farther down the line. All 4 of these men are top tier names in Blake's House professional wrestling. Dick Boss, a relative newcomer, but a man that has just made waves ever since he made his debut. But only one of them gets to get their hand raised tonight. And while officially this is not a #1 contenders match, certainly a win tonight will do tremendous things to advance your attempt to rise in the Blake's House singles rankings. And a loss here tonight would be unthinkable. So, 4 men enter, 1 man walks away just a little bit closer to Blake's House Gold. So, let us find out exactly who that might be. Terrell and Dick Boss starting things off, but right now, 2 names you are going to have to pay attention to. Sterling and Dick Boss, both of these men just extraordinarily aggressive. They are going to be interested in inserting themselves in situations all throughout tonight's contest. All 4 of these men, power wrestlers through and through. Terrell, maybe the smallest in stature, but certainly able to keep up with all 3 of these other competitors in a contest of strength. We have seen it time and time again. This man packs a lot of power into that small frame as Mag.Lo swinging for the fences with that drop kick. He's already been holding it for a minute and a half. You see, he is building up that power to deliver another one later as he gut wrench suplex deadlift, dropping Sterling on his neck, but all four of these men accelerated to the floorboards and Sterling just marching right through the official. It is chaos in the ring. Terrell going for the cover, but Mario, I believe, has he been busted open by that? Have to see if we get a better shot from our cameraman as Mag.Lo delivers a double arm DDT. Sterling stepping right through that attempt at a hold from Terrell. Right now, Sterling trying to find a new dance partner. But you will have to settle for me, Terrell tells him, as he lays Sterling out on the mat. At least for the moment. Mag.Lo standing tall, swinging on all challengers. Terrell coming after Mag.Lo, but Mag.Lo again lift and drop as Sterling just choking the life out of Dick Boss, and Mag.Lo now getting a spinning toe hold applied, and that has woken the crowd up. Swing for the fence of that lariat, but Terrell able to escape as Dick Boss stacking up Sterling. Big lift and drop and a backbreaker applied from Sterling here. Clothesline all the way from Bretton Woods, going for the cover early, two, but only getting two. Flashing elbow right across the chest of Mag.Lo, but Mag.Lo fighting his way back to his feet. And hold on. Oh my God, that maneuver so extraordinarily gruesome every time he does it. Of course, tonight's contest is first fall to the finish. And that is such a precarious position for all four of these men. Sterling knows probably better than anyone in this match as a man that had lost his title in a triple threat contest. Big double stomp off the top. Russian leg sweep from Terrell, and all four men to their feet.
Not so fast.
And Dick Boss delivering a series of shots, but Terrell answering back, no, this is how you do it. And hold on, torture rack applied, but not being given the time of day to keep Mag.Lo in that hold. Terrell now going for the cover as Mag.Lo caught in that press power slam, very nearly picking up the victory right there. Going for the double arm DDT, but Sterling and Dick Boss hold on. Burning hammer will connect, but unable to capitalize, unable to make the cover. And it is chaos in the ring as Mag.Lo launched into that orange Gatorade corner. Terrell looking to trade dance partners for a moment, but Sterling now stepping in. Emerald Flosion will connect. Crushing lariat, and Sterling trying to stand tall, all alone in the ring, but Sterling, the lone man, sent to the outside. Big body press from Terrell, cover two. Oh my God, is that it? No, Mag.Lo able to get a shoulder off the mat. Pole shift Flosion levels Dick Boss, and here comes that gigantic choke slam from Sterling. Going for the cover, one, two. Not quite enough to pick up the victory. Suplex once, twice, three times. And Sterling now trapping Dick Boss in the guillotine. I don't think Terrell saw it. Mag.Lo, driver! Going for the cover. And Dick Boss shutting DJ Dix down, but once again, trapped in that guillotine hold. And both Terrell and Mag.Lo letting him suffer in that hold for a moment. Forcing him to expend the energy to fight his way out of it, as Terrell dropping Dick Boss right on his neck. Oh my God, spear driving right through Dick Boss. 100 hands buried into the chest. Emerald Flosion will connect. Hold on, roll up. I don't know who Mario's counting for. Big double power bomb. And this time Sterling sent to the outside. Emerald Flosion. Mag.Lo is down. Dick Boss and Terrell all alone. Emerald Flosion going for the cover, but Sterling breaking up the pin attempt. Goes for a cover of his own. Terrell reaching that bottom rope. Sterling again going for that colossal hold on. Big body press. Terrell doesn't see it. Cover 2. Oh my God, only getting 2. Pile of bodies stacking up center of the ring as a series of wild shots. Back to back to back to back. Sterling saying, it's over. Roaring lariat. Answered back with a lariat of his own. Both men down. Terrell standing tall, all alone. And going for the Ushigoroshi, but Dick Boss shutting that down. Big double power bomb. All 4 men changing dance partners once again. Terrell getting himself fired up. Samoan drop. And hold on. Going for that big body press, but I think Terrell jostled the top rope, knocking him free. And hold on. Gigantic choke slam flattening Mag.Lo, but Dick Boss cutting in. Going for it once again, but Mag.Lo shutting that down. Dick Boss tumbling to the outside. 3 men standing alone in the center of the ring. STO and suplex will lay Mag.Lo out. Terrell all alone. Here comes Dick Boss. Steel chair. Mag.Lo driver. Going for the clothesline from Bretton Woods, but Dick Boss answering back. Swinging for the fences. Steel chair. Not this way. Samoan drop, but nobody able to get the upper hand. Dick Boss going for that precision haymaker, but unable to find its mark. Big backbreaker, body slam combination. Sterling standing all alone, but here comes Mag.Lo. 100 hands buried into the chest. Big lariat will connect. Terrell standing tall. Press and power slam, but caught in the ropes. Once again, gigantic choke slam, but Dick Boss, that series of mounted punches, submitting the People's Champion himself. And Dick Boss, the man that demanded a spot in this match, making a statement by not only winning it, but by submitting one of the most beloved members of this Blake's House Wrestling stable to punches. And really, no matter who won this match, 4 individuals extraordinarily hungry, looking for a shot at Josh's title. And Josh has got to be looking on. The Ultimate Opportunist possibly a little bit worried at just who might be coming after him for that Blake's House title. But let us go ahead and conclude the main portion of tonight's program, as we step into the bonus match, and I figure out who I'm going to throw to after. I think there is a, and I do peel back the curtain from time to time, a bit of, let's see, Sarah literally wrestled tonight. Let's see, I will re-roll her. There is a, like, delightful thing, because obviously on this program, a great many of the wrestlers are based on real people, right? But additionally, a great many of the wrestlers are original characters of real people. Dick Boss being a Mag.Lo creation is very amusing to me, because Mag.Lo losing to his own creation in a professional wrestling match. Of course, Sarah Reis, an original character of mine, as well as Patrick Christopher. I think Princeler and Christopher have wrestled. Cindy and Reis have not wrestled on this program in a single yet. They probably will someday. But probably a ways down the road. Of course, if you've been around a little while, the bonus match, the way this works, you see 4 names on either side of your screen. The first name called out on either side is going to be who is going to the bonus match. And I will hit play, and then I will look for a stream to throw to while that match is going on. Of course, hanging out with y'all in the chat while that's happening as well. And honestly, a lot of wrestler-ass wrestlers showing up in this list, considering how expanded my roster of non-wrestler characters has grown in the last year or two. Definitely amusing to me. I want to say Benny Kage is a Rival Schools character, so like a fictional wrestler. And of course, Low-Key from the Hitman family of games. He could be a wrestler. Actually, I wonder if somebody has put a Pitbull Mr. Worldwide on the Steam Workshop for Fire Pro. I'm certain somebody has, because then I could have a team of Low-Key, Agent 47, and Pitbull, which amuses me specifically tremendously. Want to see Farooq? I can do that. This looks like Ministry Farooq, if I am not mistaken. Yeah. See, I can close that. I'll save this. Let's see. So who is online right at this moment? Want to see Diesel? I can do that. I mean, we do like big boys. I think it was Coletta Rond. I'm gonna hit the button here. I think she made a case for Diesel being the best wrestler. I do not remember specifically under what circumstances. Coletta Rond, if you're not aware, is a wrestling critic I enjoy tremendously. Like, she does good work. I think she's the editor-in-chief of Fanbyte's wrestling section as well. So I'm certain you've seen me post some of their stuff. I mean, honestly, yeah, like, hey, wrestling is a subjective art form. So, like, the thing that you are looking for in a wrestler specifically, like, that is going to be different than the thing somebody else might be looking for. I think that is, like, partly why I have moved away from, like, Meltzer's style of criticism. Because, like, hey, he does legitimately valuable work in, like, reviewing wrestling matches. And, like, is certainly better than a lot of wrestling critics in keeping up with the times. But, like, hey, if I'm not specifically looking for a particular style of match that, like, he is, like, trying to rate, hey, I will probably find a tremendous amount of enjoyment out of a 2-star match, for example. And honestly, I'm not super familiar with Bob Orton, at least not like when he was an active wrestler, because obviously he like came back and did some stuff in the early 2000s and probably the late 2000s as well, when Randy Orton was starting to do stuff. But like that's kind of all I ever saw him like in a wrestling capacity. Yep, I do remember that. I think somebody made a song about Bob Orton. I remember hearing it on Colt Cabana's podcast once. I don't think it was the Mountain Goats, although like that is an easy guess because they have done so much wrestling-based music. Then while we were talking about wrestling music and the Mountain Goats, if you've not heard their song about Chavo Guerrero, I strongly recommend that, and maybe watching the video also. It is like legitimately surprising that Scott Hall never won the like heavyweight title. And like I acknowledge Cesaro is like so extraordinarily technically gifted, and also is like partly limited by the WWE like writing style. But I don't think his character work is super interesting. But also like, hey, that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Is wrestling is a subjective medium, and like that is not something that is so important to you because he is so very good at wrestling. That's fair. Like, present-day WWE is a fucking bizarre thing to, like, hear about. Because one of my friends, like, occasionally... That's good, honestly. Like, Cesaro is somebody that deserves a spot in the spotlight because he is, like, extraordinarily talented. Like, that is undeniable. I just don't care for his character work. But, yeah, like, my friend Ash will listen to, like, a couple, like, wrestling podcasts where they talk about WWE and, like, review Raw and shit. And it is just bizarre to hear what is happening on that show. I've got to say, I am just so very glad that I stopped watching fucking WWE. That show is a fucking nightmare. I honestly, like... Oh, yeah, that is absolutely true. Like I said, like, I think he is, like, definitely limited by WWE's, like, writing style. Like, I will agree with that. We have kind of, like, cut back on New Japan as well. Because... like, New Japan is a promotion, like, I kind of just watch, like, the big shows with. I'm trying to remember which one was 2 years ago, because that might be the one that, like, I literally stopped watching, period. Let me see here. Honestly, I mean, like, granted, I didn't hate Mania in Orlando, but also, like, I was there, and, like, being physically there turns an okay show into a pretty good show, and turns a bad show into an okay show. Oh, wait, no, that was New Jersey. For some reason, the logo looks familiar. Which one was this? Actually, I don't think I watched this one. Oh, wait, no, that might be a lie. I think I did watch that one. Let me see here. Okay, no, I did not watch that, but... when the hell was the last Mania I watched? It must have been 34. Hold on, because now I do want to, like, look at this. Okay, yeah. WrestleMania 34 was so bad. Which would have been 2018's Mania. It was so bad, I literally canceled my WWE Network subscription the next day. And I don't think I watched another pay-per-view for WWE, like, from start to finish. I think I watched a couple matches here and there, but definitely didn't watch a full show after that. So yeah, I am only vaguely aware of Mania 35. It being the one where Kofi Kingston won, which I, like... That is rad, at least. Let me see here. What I was going to say is... Yeah, like, New Japan, I used to only really watch their pay-per-views. Supposedly they're doing some fuck shit with Will Ospreay, which is not ideal. But, you know, is what it is there. AEW, for the most part, has been pretty rad, at least the things I've got to see. But I also don't have cable, so I don't get to see their weekly TV. But, all that aside, let's see. Ooh, it looks like the Date Zone is online, so I'm probably going to throw y'all at Melly. But yeah, appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all, you know, talking a little bit of wrestling tonight. If y'all liked what you saw this evening, we do this every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at twitch.tv/FerrisCindy. It is a weekly episodic wrestling program, which means we're going to keep continuity week to week. However, I want to make sure that your first time here is just as much fun as somebody that's been here for over a year. And I'd like to think I do a pretty good job of that, but you're welcome to come back next week and find out for yourself. Additionally, I've got a weekly hockey game with my good friend Heavy Kira. We play NHL 20 and we bullshit about whatever happens to be on our mind that particular week. It's usually video games and esports. It is occasionally politics. It is really just a grab bag of whatever thing happens to be on our mind that week. This past week was a lot. Additionally, I do keep saying that I am going to stream outside. Oh, actually, I don't think I mentioned. So Wednesday nights, that is 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at twitch.tv/FerrisCindy. I do keep saying that I'm going to be doing bonus streams outside of Sunday and Wednesday. And this past week, while certainly not going to be the norm, where I streamed, I think, 5 nights? Let's see here. That sounds right. It was either 4 or... No, I think it was 5. 5 whole nights. I certainly won't be doing that every week, but you might see an extra stream 1 or 2 nights a week, once in a while. Been pretty excited about Maiden and Spell, and apparently there is alternate forms of the base characters that I could just fight as bosses. So I'll probably end up streaming that at some point. Who knows what else I'm going to get into? It could really and truly be anything. But in the meantime, I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. I'm going to go ahead and throw y'all to the date zone. Let's see here. And we're going to wait 10 seconds because that's how this works. But hey, enjoy the rest of your evening and hope to see y'all next week.